For a good while now, I've had the Gillette ProGlide rated as one of the best all-rounder razors. It gives a comfortable and efficient shave. It's not too mild and it's not too aggressive. I've covered that in a previous video, and I've also got a review for the ProGlide on my website, shavingadvisor.com. When comparing multi-blade razors from the Gillette lineup, the Gillette pushes or promotes this razor, the ProGlide, and that's simply because this flex head movement, what they call the flex ball. And as we know, Gillette pushes many razors and it has many designs and different style of razors. And the main thing about this one, and the main feature about this one being a ProGlide, is because of this head movement. Anyway, this video is all about the Gillette ProGlide Power, the one that has the battery inside and buzzes, that gives us vibrations. And in this video I'll do my usual, I'll cover the features and design, any useful features, plus the pros and cons, or how I view these features. I shall also of course do a demo shave, so I'll have a shave up. I've shaved a few times with this already, 3 times already with it, but I'm going to shave with you guys so we can do a demonstration so you can see the results of it. Of course, we also want to know whether this power option makes any difference with the shave. Does it improve the shave? So my past experience has been, I think it makes a little bit of difference. Okay, so the left of me, there's a standard ProGlide there, and here is the ProGlide Power. We can see that the ProGlide Power on the right is slightly longer, and the handle is also it's got more width to it. Yeah, it's kind of larger. It has a nice grip on it on the front side here, rubberized grip. The back there, you know, it's very comfortable to hold in the hand. It has this flex head feature, so it turns left or right on what they call a flex ball. If you press this button on the back, that will pop the blade like that, and then this moves left or right. Now this is supposed to assist the shave. As we know, or as I know, an electric shaver, if it has head movement, will really assist the shave. This is supposed to do the same kind of thing. I haven't found that in the past has made any noticeable difference. I've even tried to shave and kind of analyse, do I see it move? And I've not really seen it make any movement. But that just could be me. I mean, if you experience a better way of using this ProGlide, and you know, you found benefit from it, then you know, do drop a comment below. Maybe you can help myself and other guys. But this handle being a little bit larger and wider than the standard ProGlide is obviously going to be that way because it contains a battery inside of the handle. If we turn this bottom section of the handle, then we find there's a AAA battery inside. We get AAA battery with the razor, and that pops inside. That slips on and tightens up nicely, so water never leaks inside there, and the batteries last a good while. Yeah, I've not had one run out on my previous what have I got, Gillette ProGlide Shield. Yeah, that battery's still in there and still running. So how this is supposed to work is that I've just pressed that on now. I press it on, and this is all vibrating. Now if I look at the blades and even feel the blades, there is some kind of slight vibration there. Right, well, about the cartridge blade, what's happening on this cartridge blade? I've had a bit of a dilemma here because the one that I purchased, this one here, when I took a look at the ProGlide Shield Power, the cartridge is exactly the same. The only difference is that the ProGlide Shield is yellow and the standard ProGlide Power has got orange on it. So I looked into it a little bit further, so I thought, why does it not have the same cartridge as the standard ProGlide? Looked into a bit further. Now the one that I purchased is on the box, it's got new, so this apparently is the new one that they're using exactly the same as the ProGlide Shield. However, then I've also seen for sale is the ProGlide Power with the standard ProGlide cartridges. Now to me it makes sense to be using a ProGlide cartridge. You know, why do I want the Shield? You know, I've wanted to upgrade from a ProGlide to ProGlide Power. So yeah, but we can, with these blades multi-blades are all interchangeable anyway. But this has left me in a bit of a dilemma about which one do I shave with? Should I put the new one on, but what I'm going to do is shave on use one on one side and one on the other side. We'll go into that in the demo shave anyway. And if you want to know more details about the standard ProGlide blade, then take a look at the video that I'll leave a link for in the description. But I better get a bit of detail about this new one that we've got. Now the new one has quite a large lubrication strip across the top. It obviously has 5 blades. Then just below the 5 blades we have a micro thin strip and a micro thin strip. What's the other one? A micro comb. That's it, because just after the blades there's a micro comb that's supposed to guide the hairs before they get cut. Now the micro comb, the micro thin, that helps pull the skin taut before the blades cut the skin. Now on the bottom area we also have another lubrication strip. So it's got lubrication at the top and lubrication at the bottom. So it's somewhat different from what the standard ProGlide is, because that's all rubberized at the bottom and doesn't have an additional lubrication strip. On top of the razor we have that great little blade, that's brilliant for cutting sideburns or getting the hairs underneath the nose. You don't able to catch them. So a little detail trimmer on top of the multi-blade. Now Gillette recommends that we can get about a month worth of shaving out of one of these blades, or they say around about 20 shaves, don't they? I don't get anywhere near that, probably up to about 7, 8 or even up to 10, but because I use safety razors and I'm always switching over DE blades, you know, I'm kind of one of them people that likes to have a good fresh blade, but people can make them last a hell of a lot longer. Now they cost around about $20 US, around about 17, 18 pound in the UK. So yeah, pretty pricey if you're not getting much use out of them, or you're getting use out of each razor blade. When I was young, I used to get loads out of the multi-blades, the Mach 3, the Gillette XL it used to be. I used to get loads over, and that's because I used to have finer hair then, and now I've got much more coarser hair as I've aged a little bit. So I think that makes a difference on the type of hair that we have. I'm just over 3 days worth of growth there, so I've got plenty of growth. Any more than this, I'm going to get the trimmer on there and get it all trimmed off. I don't see there's much point in making a razor work where it doesn't need to. I can use a trimmer, get rid of a load of it, then that's what I'll do. And the lubricants I've chosen today is this King of Shaves Cooling Shave Gel Aloe. So it's a little bit cooling, aloe and tea tree in it. I used this years ago, and then because since I've been running Shave Advisor, I wanted to review a good amount of shave gel, so I returned back to this. I've used it about 3 times. Again, it's okay, but this is what I'll be using. It's you know, it's fairly cheap, and it does the job, and it's okay. Now this shave routine is my shave routine. I don't tell anybody how they should shave. I just show how I shave. There's many ways that we can be shaving, little techniques and stuff, and I just share what I can. But I'm not the gospel. Nobody needs to tell me how I should be shaving, that it's wrong or right. You know, but we can all support each other and help each other and say, oh, have you tried this, have you tried that? But this is just my style. I'm not saying you to follow this style. So let's put some water on the face and get some moisture going. What I'll do first is put a bit of water onto this blade so we can wet the lubrication strip. Okay, this King of Shave stuff, so don't generally need a load of it. I have been putting too much in it and finding I don't quite need that much. About that much seems to be okay. Let's get it massaged into the whiskers. Oh, for the shave gels or anything else that I use, I also do reviews on the website for those. So if I don't do any videos on them, take a look in the description or in the descriptions of my videos, and you'll see that I'll put a link to the website and you can check stuff out. And I usually have a best of list, the roundup of the best ones, and that'll be the same with shaving gels after testing a good many of them. Right, what I'm going to do, because there is 2 types of blades we use on this ProGlide, is I'm going to use the one that I got the new version, so the one that's very much like a Shield, a Gillette Shield, Pro Shield, and I'm also going to use the standard one. I'm going to use so I'm going to do half face, one side of my face with one razor and the other side the other, just so it may be helpful to somebody. Otherwise, if I just cover this one and nobody's purchased this one that has the Shield, new one, then you know it could make a difference, couldn't it? So this is the Shield I like one. I'll do the right hand side with that. Give it a rinse. Nice. Look at that. Easy peasy. Goes over the contours of the jaw. Nice, because this little flex feature that we get with all these multi-blade razors. That's something that I miss with a safety razor. That you don't get that. You don't get that flex. or miss when I'm using safety razors. I'm just going to carry on this side and complete the whole side before using the standard ProGlide and multi-blade cartridge on that side. So yeah. Now what I do is just add put a bit of water on there, because there's usually just gel left. Maybe, I don't think there's quite enough there. I'm going to add a bit more. We need plenty of lubrication. Okay, let's get against the grain. Against the grain on my neck, see my hair pattern growth is, let me think, I've got to think now. So it goes that way, look, it grows down that way, and it grows down that way. So against the grain for me, it's up that way. So if I was to go up there, I'm actually not shaving against the grain. It looks like I am, but it's not. This is against the grain. Now once I've done that, what I usually do is just run my hand around, and I just feel for anywhere that there's hair, rather than keep going over other passes. I just feel for where there's any kind of hair not caught, picked up by the razor, and then get rid of it. Very forgiving, isn't they, these multi-blade razors. Okay. The nose, snip that in. So we've done that side. Okay, let's switch over then to the standard ProGlide blade. I'm going to put a bit more gel on that side, because it seems to be drying up somewhat. A bit more gel and a bit more water. It's hard to tell if the power feature, the micro vibrations, is making much difference. It possibly is, but in one way I kind of find it distracting. There's part of me that just wants to switch it off. That's the first main pass done. Let's go against the grain again. I think I can get away with not putting any more gel on. I think to get the benefit from the power part, the power feature of it, is that we need to go quite slowly as well. I found that's the same with the Gillette Labs heated razor. It's best to go slowly. If you're in a rush, I mean, I can be as well. You know, naturally I can be in a rush with things. You kind of miss the point. They need to engage a bit and take your time a bit. Against the grain again on the neck, going that way. Okay, let's see where we're at. Yeah, I'll go around now and I'll just clear up any bits that I have. Rather than do a whole pass, as I said last time, on the other side of my face, I just go around and find patches. No need to shave the whole face if there's not hair all over the face. Oh, a little bit there. How are we doing now? This is a place where I have to go over always. Oh, I'm not supposed to use that razor on that side, am I? That's supposed to be for the other side. For the other razor. Just make sure around my Adam's apple is cleared up. Little patch there I need to clear up. I don't know if I found any difference between much difference between the ProGlide and the Shield. I think the ProGlide may have felt more comfortable. I'm just going to check that out again. I've got a bit of lubricant left on my face, so I'm going to check that out with not having it switched on. That's the new ProGlide blade. They're the old style. I think so. Yeah, I think the Shield one is kind of gliding more because it's got more lubrication, whereas I feel like the ProGlide is helping a little bit more because of this. The bottom section is more rubberized. It's helping make the skin slightly more taut. There's not a huge amount of difference between them, but I can feel it. Right, let's get a rinse and see where we're at. Okay, how's it doing? Yeah, great shave. Yeah, very comfortable shave, and yeah. Did the ProGlide Power make much difference? Maybe slightly. I think the slight difference. Yeah, there's the dilemma around the blades, and I think the multi-blades, the ones that are like the Shield and the standard ProGlide. And I think what I would do is go for the standard ProGlide. I like the standard ProGlide. I think the Shield are quite good if you want that extra bit of protection. Maybe a little bit more sensitive, but you don't quite want the Gillette Skin Guard sensitive razor. That's the Shield is kind of in between the ProGlide and the Skin Guard sensitive razor. But if you want to get the benefits of ProGlide, getting your skin a bit more taut and maybe coarser hair like myself, then I'm going to go for the ProGlide anyway, the standard ProGlide. And the vibrations, yeah, I think the vibrations help somewhat. But I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase that razor if I had a handle and I didn't want to, I was taking care of not spending too much money on razors. It's slightly gimmicky, but I think it has some effect. The only other thing that I find with the ProGlide is, in a way, I find the power vibration a little bit distracting at times, but then I soon got used to it. You may, if you switch over from a standard handle to the power, and start feeling slightly distracted by it, but yeah, that soon wears off. That's a wrap, guys. What I can recommend is take a look at other links that I'll put in the description, and sort of video for the best cartridge razors that I've used. I should try and update that every year, and then I also put a link into the description for all the cartridge razor reviews that I have on my website, shaveadvisor.com, and there's also a page for the roundup of the best cartridge razors that I've used, plus other razors and shavers, and that can be updated frequently. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to start to take the latest reviews that are coming out, do hit the subscribe button. You'll get a notification once the video is live. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. We've got a nice finish on there, no irritation whatsoever. Easy shave, easy, comfortable, and a nice soft feeling after. Excellentio.